everybody. Hello. Welcome. First of all, I want to make sure all of you can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me? Yes? Do a thumbs up if you can. Hi. All right. First of all, I hope you guys and your loved ones are staying safe and healthy. I'm thinking of all of you and sending so much love. Second of all, welcome back to another episode of Self-Isolate with B. I've missed you guys the last few days. Sunday was Easter, and I think for me, I just wanted you guys to have that time with your family, and I've tried to be as transparent as possible on these lives, and I think for me, the last few days just mentally have been a little bit harder than usual, and so I've loved going live, and it brings me such joy, but the last few days I've just kind of felt a bit more all over the place than usual, and so I just wanted to take that time to, pray and virtually talk to my family since we're all isolating. But I'm thrilled to be back. A side note, I do have a new puppy. As of 2 hours ago, I'm now fostering a new little one, name to be decided. He goes by Teddy, but I'm thinking I like Buster, I'm not sure. But he is available for adoption soon, so I'll keep you guys posted. But in terms of today's news, I could not be more thrilled to have McKenna Grace on this live today. I honestly have been watching her work since I think she started, and have countless times turned to my mom and my family and just been like, she is a force to be reckoned with and so good, and I'm so excited for the life that she has ahead of her and all that she's gonna do. So I kind of feel like her big sis, but Sats, I think McKenna wants a pup, I know. But I'm going to bring her on, and she's the best. So let's see if she's on and free. Yay!
Oh my God! I love your dog so much.
Do you love?
It's so tiny.
I know. He's
so little.
He's kind of asleep right now, but hold on. I know.
That is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I know. We'll FaceTime after this so you can properly meet him. But I'm obsessed. But so small. It's so small. First of all, I love the lights on the back and the Polaroids.
Thank you. I just got them.
All, your hair looks beautiful. I look like such a
Thank you. No, I washed my hair for the first time in forever yesterday, so.
Well, you know what's funny is because we always have stuff on our hair for work, it probably is so good that you're not touching it. In quarantine, it's probably going to be so much healthier because we
it's been growing out
on it all the time. Yes, exactly.
Yes, it feels like every time throughout my life, my hair's been finally growing out. Everybody's just chopped it off again. So this has been so much fun.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say? You froze. You're back now.
Oh. Every time it starts to grow out, people just chop it off again. So now it's I can finally put it in a ponytail.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. You'll get me, I feel at one point, which is because my hair has always had to change. I'm now never comfortable with what it is. I wake up and I'm it needs to be cut. And then the next day I'm I just wish I had longer hair. It's so back and forth. But I'm so happy that you're doing this. And I was texting with your mom, who I love so much, and she was yes, for sure, and I was okay, I'm so happy because I love you.
Yeah, I love you. I'm so excited because I feel forever I've always looked up and watched your work and stuff, but I feel you and Shirley Temple are the two child actresses that I looked up to throughout my career, and so it's so exciting.
Oh my God,
finally
well,
do this.
I will turn the tables around and say to you that I remember when I saw you in Gifted. Sorry, was that so loud? When I saw you in Gifted, I turned to my mom and I was I want to be McKenna when I grow up. I literally said that because you're so good, and you genuinely you remind me so much of myself, a better version of myself for sure, a way better version. But like, there's so many qualities about you that I was like, I just want to be her friend and like be like her big sis if she wants it. I remember I said that to your mom. I was like, I just love her so much, and she's so good, and I'm just so excited for you. But I thought we could answer some questions, and they usually type them in. The question box lately has been like making the lives freeze. Which has been a little bit stressful for me. So instead of the question box, oh no, you're good. Instead of the
I'm gonna wipe off the camera because this is my mom's phone and it has like a bit of stuff on the camera. Okay, that's better.
Do you want to see how funny my setup is? Look, it's a light and a water. I'm like, this is as like non-fancy as it gets.
I mean, I'm just sitting here with my phone stand, and I have some rice cake.
Oh, I love rice cakes. I love rice cakes. Okay, let's see. Someone said, love Hill House. Okay, hold on, let's see. All right, we'll start easy. Those are better for me. What is the last movie you watched? I don't even know. Oh, I do know. I just watched Notting Hill for the first time. You need to see that movie. You would love it.
I've not heard of it before.
It's Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant, I want to say. Maybe. Watch me butcher that. And it's about this actress who, like, falls in love with this guy in London. And
that's cool.
You'll love it. You should watch it with your mom.
Okay. So I'm, like, to go through it because, like, in the beginning of quarantine, I watched tons of movies, but now I haven't really been. I've just, like, been watching cooking shows at night.
That's not. I love cooking. Wait, what cooking shows?
I've been watching Zumbo's Just Desserts every night with a friend, and then I have also been watching The Final Plate. I'm not sure, but it's like where they get together like a bunch of really amazing chefs and stuff.
Oh, that's really cool. Have you ever watched Chopped?
I feel like that's the one that I watch whenever I'm in hotels.
Yes, that is what you watch. And I know that's what you watch because that's what I used to watch in hotels because it's always on. We need to get you watch. Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry. My mom was like, you just watched Black Panther. And I was like, yes, okay. Yes, I just started Black Panther.
I haven't seen it yet. Isn't that crazy?
I know. I didn't get all the way through it because I had to go to bed.
I know. Well, I get that. I said to my friend the other day, she's my best friend, Paige. I've known her since I was like 7. And she called me, and I always call her like throughout the day. She's always like, kind of working out or whatever. At midnight is when she decides that she wants to talk. But at like 9:30 for me is like, I'm ready for bed. So the other night I called her and I was like, honestly, you need to call me before midnight if you want me to like absorb anything that you're saying. So,
that's hilarious. Somebody I've been talking with, we've been talking every night at like midnight. Just the past 2 days, I've been trying to get on a schedule because throughout quarantine, I've been up until like 3 a.m. every night, and it's been so bad. I've been sleeping in till like 3 p.m. It's intense, and so like I've just been trying to get on a schedule, get in bed at 11, go to bed by 12.
That's good. That's kind of, honestly, that's what I'm on, so you're killing it. You're doing good. Although I think my schedule is going to be a little different now with this guy. I think he might be waking me up. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a cute one. So, you were Once Upon a Time.
Yes.
I was.
So were you.
So maybe we can. Do you have a memory from there that you would want? And I'll share a memory from mine too. Is there like a moment that you remember?
I do remember a moment.
Okay.
Hold on.
I love you so much.
Hold on, I have to get something. Okay, here we go. I have Dee Dee, and I got him into a bit of an episode. I feel like once.
You get Dee Dee in a lot of things.
I do.
Dee Dee should have a SAG card.
He has an IMDb. Somebody made an IMDb for him, and it's just made my whole quarantine so much better.
That is incredible. Honestly, Dee Dee
so happy.
Like, Designated Survivor wasn't Dee Dee in that too?
Yes, he's been in like
I loved you on that show. I see. I'm
everything
a
about
fangirl.
you.
I loved that show. Oh, such a good show.
Thank you.
Matt, I think you for sure probably got. I mean, 100% Dee Dee was in there. That's amazing.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Okay. I guess there's two. There's so many memories because I loved it so much. The first one would be my first day of filming. Well, it was like, I hadn't filmed yet, but it was my first day for like costumes and hair and makeup tests and everything. And Jennifer Goodwin, because I was young Snow White, she has green eyes. Mm-hmm. And I have brown eyes. And so I had two different colored contact lenses in, and we were trying to match which one, and they just weren't sure based off the photos. And so they said, well, let's just go. Jenny's on a break right now. We'll just go down to the set and compare the eyes. And I'm like the biggest Jennifer Goodwin fan. Like, I love her so much. So I was like, no way. And I remember my heart was so nervous. I was like trembling. I was like, I'm so excited to meet her. And she was like, hi, I'm Jenny. And it was in such a rush. They're like, you need to check the eyes. So she like put her face right here, you know? So I'm like, hello. And they're, like checking the eyes. And she like looked at me and she was like, you are so beautiful. And I was like, you are beautiful. You're perfect. And I loved that, like, so much. Honestly, it was all, like, I just had the time of my life on that show.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I have a memory like that from there because I remember I watched the show a bunch after being on an episode, and then I wasn't on it for a while, and I just binged the show, and I loved Rumpelstiltskin and Belle, and I remember getting to meet Rumpelstiltskin, and I got so excited. I was like, oh.
You know, isn't that so funny? Like, I think that was probably the first show that I genuinely was old enough to have been a fan of, you know, from the beginning. Because I had literally watched it from the first episode. And my mom took me to Florida because she wanted me to, like, take time, like, to go home and see everybody. And as a joke, I turned to my agents and I said, yeah, Mom says, like, no auditions, no nothing for a little bit. And I said, unless Once Upon a Time calls, then you can't. Go. And 2 days into my Florida, like, vacation back home, I got a call, and they were like, Once Upon a Time just called. I was like, okay, let's do it. So I was like, I'm excited.
Yeah. I was going to get up and look for this, but my mom brought it to me because she knows me too well. But I got the fairy tale book out of it because I remember I had a scene where I was reading it and I was like ripping out a bunch of pages and throwing it into the flames. So there's like, it's the one they used, which was fun.
That is brilliant.
It just like repeats the same stories over and over.
I love that they gave that to you.
I know, because they had like tons of them because I ended up like tearing out all the pages in every scene.
Oh, that is amazing. I need to, do you find that you're able to take stuff usually from sets?
I mean,
like a fair amount? Like, my mom's
it really depends.
My mom. She said, hi, girls. Because I have stuff from British Terabithia. Mm-hmm. I have, like, certain clothing items, and Anna Sophia and Josh got the costume department to make, like, a fairy tale dress for me, and it was, like, a fairy dress.
So cool.
And it was, like, pieces of my wardrobe throughout the scenes were, like, sewn on. So I have that, and I have, like, other little things, but I don't have something physical, like a book like that. Like, that's so cool.
I mean, I love collecting things from sets. Like, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place.
No, you're not. It's perfect. I would be the same way if I didn't have a puppy on my lap. I'd be jumping.
I stole him from Annabelle. He was one of the little, like, stuffed animals they had on set, and I have another one in my closet, and they're actually vintage and stuff, which is really fun. I don't know if I was supposed to take them, but I was like, guys, I'm taking these. I don't know if I'm allowed, but I'm going to. Nobody stopped me, so I mean, I have them now. And I have my glasses off of Ghostbusters, and
you shouldn't admit that.
I have the ones without lenses.
That's good. In your mind, you have them. You might not actually have them.
Yeah, I don't actually have them.
You meant what you wanted to take was those glasses.
Yes,
but you just couldn't. It's a shame. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
It's sad.
You'll get that.
Yeah.
I've got you. That's so funny. All right, hold on. Let's see. Was Annabelle fun? Was that scary?
Oh, it was so much fun. It wasn't really that scary to me, because like my whole life I've been watching horror movies.
Yeah.
And my dad and I love horror movies, and I've been watching them since I was like 7 for some reason.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was just really excited to get to do like a horror movie where I was like one of the main people in it, because I haven't really done that before, and I was so excited.
Yeah.
And it was fun because the man who played our demon was very, very nice, and he's so tall, so you just have this really nice guy dressed up in demon prosthetics sitting there sipping a cup of tea, and that's really fun.
That's how it was for Strangers, because there's these 3 main people.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember at the beginning of filming, Christina Hendricks played my mom, and she was like one of the first scene basically that we had filmed was when like Dollface is coming in to basically kill the both of us. Mm-hmm. And so everyone had this idea, like, let's not see Dollface until we yell, like until we start filming.
Oh my.
So we went through all these like precautions to like make sure that we didn't see her.
Oh gosh.
She ended up coming out in rehearsal with the mask on, and we think that she's filming. So like Christina gives it her all. Like, it's incredible. And then we realized at the end of it, we're like, oh, that was rehearsal. She had the mask on. And from that moment on, I was like, you know what? Like, I don't even care. Like, and it was so funny. She went from the first day trying to like keep it a secret to the last week of filming. It was literally like he would have an axe, the guy who played the man in the mask, covered in blood. And I'd be like, how are your kids? And he was like, oh, God, I miss them so much. They're good. And he just had these normal conversations, and it's so funny. But I feel like you and I are similar with, like, if we have to scream or cry or run, we love it. Like,
oh my gosh, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's my favorite scenes to do.
Me too.
It's like, so fun. I don't know why. Yeah, just something about it. It's so fun because, like, you got to use your inside voice and stuff, but it's just fun to get to just scream for no apparent reason.
I know. It's very therapeutic. Very therapeutic.
It is.
Okay, let's see.
Was there another movie of The Strangers?
Yeah, there was. So ours is the sequel to the one with Liv Tyler.
Okay, I've seen the first one. Okay, because I was like, wait, I didn't know.
But that was the first time that I was really able to. I think it's one of, if not the most favorite thing I've ever done. Like the most fun thing. I had just loved it. But it was the first time I did like all my own stunts. So it was like jumping out of like cars on fire and me crawling underneath it, and like the stuff that I feel like you would love too.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you would kill it. You'd be so good. You would be so good. Let's see. Someone said, okay, it says, what's your funniest experience on set? Do you have one that you can think of? I
have so many, but like I have to think really hard because I have like a lot of them.
One too. I don't know why I picked that one if I can't even come up with an answer to it. Let me see if there's a better one. Hold on. Let's see. We'll take this moment to think. Hold on. All right, I have a question for you. I'm switching it.
Okay.
Bailee asked McKenna. Okay, your voice is gorgeous.
Thank
you are so good at anything that I've decided you just can physically touch anything and it turns out beautifully. So that's my theory of you. I love music. I've always wanted to do music, and I've always found like writing, especially away from home and all of that, is so therapeutic. So in my dream world, what I would love to do is like act, but then also get to do my own music and share it. Do you have any interest in that? Do you see yourself doing that at any point?
Yes. Yes, I do. I just during quarantine, whenever it first started, I got a brand new songwriting book because I ran out of room in my first one. So now I've just been like
going for it.
It's so much fun. It's actually just sitting on the ground, opened with a pencil on it in case. Just in case. Then I have like a bunch of instruments over here on my wall.
So what do you
play?
Everything, probably.
I take this with me. My room's a wreck. I have my dad's old guitar because he got a new one. Then I have my electric ukulele. Cool. I have this guitar that was my first guitar, my favorite ukulele.
That is so cute. Love it.
Another guitar that has a resonator in it, a banjo-lele, a 10-string, and then in here I have my keyboard.
McKenna, you have
and my electric guitar.
Can you just be my virtual teacher? Will you teach me guitar? I'm
sure.
dead serious because I have a guitar and I've been trying to learn how to play it all through quarantine, and it's like me on an app trying to figure it out, but I feel like you could just whip me into shape.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to learn guitar over quarantine too.
Is there one that you always travel with? Is it always your ukulele? Is that kind of what you take?
Yeah, for Ghostbusters, I brought a guitar because we were there for so long, and then I also brought a ukulele. So I either bring just a ukulele or a ukulele and a guitar. And for Ghostbusters, I also rented a keyboard. Instruments there.
Oh, I love that. It's so interesting because, I mean, I feel like you and I. When did you first start? How old were you?
Ooh. I moved out to LA whenever I was like 6 turning 7.
Right.
So probably like then.
Yeah. You and I are in a similar thing. Like, I did my first thing when I was 5, but then British Terabithia happened. I turned 6, and then it was like go from 6 on. And so it is one of those things where when you're away for a long time, you have to bring things that can at least remind you of home. And I remember at first I found that so silly, like that concept of like bringing stuff with you. And then I did Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, and Katie Holmes was on it, and she would, anytime I had like a new movie to go off to after, I'd get a care package because I love art. So for me, painting was like my thing.
Oh, I love painting.
Like, it would just be like paints and watercolors and arts and crafts.
Oh, that's fun.
And so my trailer and my hotel room just looked like a place, and I was like, this is what I love. Like,
so fun.
You have to make it homey.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, I bring like a bunch of as many stuffed animals as my mom will let me, and then I bring my pillow. It has like this nice ET pillowcase that my aunt made for me, and I bring a bunch of stuffed animals. I have to sleep with a face mask for some reason. I don't know why, but I bring that. I mean, sometimes I'll bring like a small little photo. Like being a friend.
I bring so many pictures. And so many photos, and the first thing I do on the first day of filming is the hair and makeup trailer. I use their printer, and I'm like, can I just print out a few photos? And they're like, sure. And I just use it, and I put them all up in my trailer. I used to always travel with an airbox machine, which is like a white noise sound because of hotel sounds. It would always keep me up. We should.
My mom and I use our phone apps because we have to use that.
Exactly. That's so funny.
My mom brings candles because she loves candles. So my mom brings like a bunch of candles with us.
Tell your mom she should get this. I'll text it to her. Is she still in the room? Can she hear us?
I think she's in the kitchen.
Well,
wait.
She might.
Mom, candle. It's a candle that she wants.
Tell her she has to get this. It's violet and vanilla.
You have to get violet and vanilla candle.
I'll just send it to you. I'm just going to text it.
She'll send it to you.
So much easier. She'll love it. It's brilliant. Well, I love you. And I was like, it's going to be 15 minutes, but it's way more than that. I'm so sorry. But
oh, no, it's so much fun.
I'm so happy that you came on. And I hope you know, like, genuinely, I think I just have so many people who like get to watch you. Like, you just got the biggest beautiful life, and like I am a huge cheerleader of you. I genuinely mean that. Like, before we even met, before anything, like private conversations in my home being like, she's so good, and I say that to everyone. So
that means so much.
My hope is we end up on a set together one day, sharing candles and face masks, and it'll be great.
That'd be so much fun. I really think that you're the best, and you're so amazing. Sorry, my papa called, and I was like, hold on. I gotta tell you how much I love you. But like, I think that you're so awesome and inspirational, and you actually visited my best friend who passed away from cancer. You visited her in a hospital visit, and she took a photo with you, and she would show me that photo. And so like since then it's just been like it's crazy, like, getting to talk to you and do this with you right now. And it just, like, it's so special. And since then, like, you know, I wanted to get into doing the hospital visits and stuff like that, and I have, and I've met some really amazing people because of that. So, like, thank you.
No, thank you for saying that. And I genuinely, I did not know that. That's such a God thing. And I know, like, that's how you guys are too. And that just made my whole, I'm not going to cry here, but, like, I'll call you. But that just made me so happy. So thank you. And I love you. One, I'm so sorry, but two, I'm so weirdly, I mean, that's kind of in a way that she's with us, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
in there, so that's a beautiful thing. But thank you for saying that. And I've been so proud of you, because I do see you out there and making those efforts and doing stuff, and that warms my heart, because I truly, I'm placing all my bets on you in the terms of so many different